Hello, lovies.
In honor of Halloween, we're going to be doing something a bit spookier this time around. And I know you may be thinking, Caleb, it's July. Well, I don't care. Either way, to celebrate the holiday, we're going to be going to the scariest place I could find. Reddit. No, I won't lie. I wouldn't be what some would consider a Redditor. I go outside sometimes, I shower relatively frequently, and I have a more than respectable relationship with women. I won't lie, Reddit does have its uses. I go there sometimes to find information in school and such, but a lot of subreddits, there are a little less than savory. What if I told you that there was a place on Reddit where you could receive all the thrills and chills of a horror movie? In 17 words. Let me introduce you to r/TwoSentenceHorror. For those of you operating at 20%, TwoSentenceHorror is basically a place where the darkest, most sinister people in the entire world scrape the corners and nooks and crannies of their mind for some truly disgusting, gruesome, and horrifying stuff. In 2 sentences only. No more, no less. You'll notice that a lot of these people don't have a basic understanding of how words or most of the English language work, or proper sentence structuring. Like, for example, most posts will have about 50 or so words, give or take, 17, maybe 18 commas, but it's all alright because there's only 2 periods, right? But either way, today we're going to be reading some of these, and I'll be kind of showing you guys the gist of what this Reddit subreddit thing, whatever, is like. So let's begin. My therapist pointed out I blink rapidly during our sessions. I guess she doesn't know Morse code. Usually stuff like this. They're a bit vague, so you'll have to kind of make leaps of faith to kind of squeeze out what it's supposed to mean, but more often than not, they're okay. Others, meanwhile, do better as horror, but are a bit convoluted. For example, when the kidnapper made me guess where he kept my daughter, I went for the basement, and he said, "Correct!" allowing me to see her. But when I found her severed head in there, I learned that every other choice would have been correct as well. Even that one felt like a bit of a run-on sentence. I saw an exclamation mark and 2 periods in there, by the way. Nathan is writing. But sometimes, if you're very, very lucky, you might just find a diamond in the rough. Whenever I considered killing myself, trigger warning, to escape my parents' abuse, I'd just recite my mantra, "You don't deserve to die." Ironically, now that they are old, hungry, and covered in bed sores, and begging to be put out of their misery, I still have that same mantra. Now that's a little spooky. That's alright, but like, Nathan is still writing really the correct basement. Sorry, I'm not trying to hate. I'm not a writer, so it's unfortunate and unfair for me to pass judgment, but still. Drag Me Taco Bell, the one I just read was great. Magnifico. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. No matter how many times I called 911, the response was the same. Huh? Like, it's like this. It's like, there's some bad ones, some confusing ones, and some good ones, but like the "ma'am, this is a Wendy's," like, it's bait. It's obviously bait. Like, there's 39 comments on this one. People are probably like, "You suck. Student of RCS, you suck so bad. This 2-sentence horror really sucks." But doctor, you said the sterilization went perfectly. How can I be pregnant? I knew you wouldn't understand the blessings of a child on your own, so I took it upon myself to help you fulfill your purpose. What is wrong with you? That's disgusting. In case you were wondering why I mentioned that I have a positive relationship with women, that last one's the reason. Either way, I stepped into the restaurant, ready to eat. Little did I know, it was the restaurant of doom. Stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. And as much as I hate to admit it, r/2sentenceHorror is an okay and respectable community. They got their own little thing going of writers who are constantly giving each other positive and negative feedback and kind of just collaborating, whatever, to become better writers and storytellers. But observant Redditors may notice a particular post at the very, very top of the subreddit. Regarding low-effort posts. Much like the Paranormal Activity series, a ghostly trend from the past has reared its ugly head, ruining the horror for all of us. Intentionally poor-quality posts are once again flooding the sub. Because of this, we will be implementing a perma-ban for any stories intentionally written to be horrible instead of horrifying. So be cool, everybody. Cool but scary. And lastly, commas and periods aren't interchangeable, y'all. Now, like, I get this, but what if somebody's not doing it intentionally? What if they're just really bad at writing? You're just like, "Oh, sorry, you're banned." Imagine that would do to them. Like, "Oh, look at this lovely community of Redditors making little horror stories. I'm gonna try my own horror story, immediately get banned. Oh, your work's shit. It's intentionally bad. You're like, what? I'm learning, and they just kick you. How is that cool? Like that's messed up. Either way, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't benefiting off of these bad two-sentence horror posts. I love them. They're hilarious. In fact, they're the reason I decided to make this video. Enter bad two-sentence horror. Now, I love bad two-sentence horror. It's a really awesome Twitter page, Twitter, that kind of takes these disgusting, bad Restaurant of Doom-esque posts and kind of just cranks them up to 11. Welcome back to another episode of the writer's barely disguised fetish. Tonight, having made a deal with the devil to be able to shapeshift into the desired sexual partner for any woman, I walked into my sister's room, who I fantasized for so long. My soul shrieked in horror and disgust when I saw my father's bare body in her dressing mirror. What? There are so many layers to this. It's like, is the storyteller a woman, and the reason they see their father's naked body because their desired partner is their own father, and the mirror showing that to them? Or like, the mirror is a woman who wants their father? It makes no sense, for one, because you only look like the desired partner to the woman, so if you're seeing yourself as your father, you are probably a woman who desires your own father, I guess. I don't know. This makes no sense. What's your name? User_Aragog. This story is terrible and you are disgusting and probably like your father and or sister. Sorry. Here's another. Never trust a doctor. Two-sentence horror. There was a boy who needed surgery on his stomach, but instead of his doctor giving him proper surgical tools, the doctor made a big hole in his stomach and took as much items he could find in the boy's stomach and even the heart. The boy died seconds later from blood loss due to how big the hole was, and the doctor was recalled the most evil doctor. Killing, truly. Father, I have made 2 new friends today at school, said my daughter, handing me a picture she drew of them. Hey, wait a minute. These are the O'Hank brothers, who are wanted for child murder, but have eluded me, the chief of police, for a year, and now so I'm especially worried about your brother, who doesn't seem to be with you, I replied. Bit wordy, that one, but yeah, there's the gist. There's two-sentence horror, and then bad two-sentence horror. This, for example, was bad two-sentence horror, if you couldn't tell. Look how long that sentence is, that's nuts. I know I have 69 subscribers at the time of making this video. Nice, I know. But I would like to give a little shout-out, if you are seeing this, to a little person on YouTube named Lumpy Touch. They're a pixel artist, pretty cool. I like a lot of their work. They recreate, or create, really, pixel art animation versions of these bad two-sentence horrors from the Twitter account. So, if you have time and you get bored of this video and want to leave or whatever, you can just go look at them and look at all their cool art. And it's adjacent to me, even though they have no idea who I am. So yeah, check that out. But as I sat reading these, I discovered something that frightened me. Take a look at this news article. True. Elderly and disabled people find it easier to operate doors with handles. But so do bears. Don't be fooled. I was not on Reddit when I found this. But what stared me in the face now was raw, unbridled two-sentence horror. So I began to dive deeper, and the more I looked, the more I noticed the horror that lurked around every surface of my entire life. Want this Snoopy t-shirt? You'll have to pay in blood. The New York Times. A woman just emerged after spending 500 days alone in a cave. She saw some things. Popular mechanics. And it wasn't just the internet or this Twitter profile that confirms my narrative either. Look at this. A text message from my girlfriend. Please stop pooping the bed, or else we're going to have to get you some help. Terrible, awful things that shook me to my core. Important insurance policy information and or premium notice. Please open immediately. What could possibly be inside? And it led me to a conclusion. Everything that has only 2 sentences is horrifying. Somebody at work yesterday said, when it rains, it pours. I shit my pants. There is nowhere I can go. I am alone. You get one message from this video, it's to fear everything. Never let anything make you happy, and cry and scream whenever something looks slightly ominous, threatening, or has like 46 words, 12 commas, and 2 periods. Oh geez, I guess this video, kind of taking a turn for the worst, huh? I suppose before I delete my channel, hide from my entire family and friends in an underground shelter I've been digging for the past 46 days, I could probably leave you with at least one more for the road. Just Reddit, I can do this. I woke up to my husband strangling our newborn. I wanted to yell, but then again, I did know about his breast milk fetish before marriage, and he has never been good at sharing. Wait, this isn't scary. This guy's just like me.